Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another match day Watchalong. This is basically Arsenal versus Everton. This is for anyone that's not an Arsenal fan. Arsenal's game in hand over Man City in basically what is the title race this season so far. This is our game in hand. It obviously, for anyone that doesn't, anyone's forgot, this was meant to be played back in September. So that's around the start of September, basically when the Queen passed away. It was the immediate weekend leading up after she passed away. So all the games that we had, as we all know, were postponed, and all the other fixtures barring tonight's game against Everton and Liverpool v Wolves, all the other games from that weekend are now been played, and we are now here. eventually playing the first game that got cancelled last. Talked about the FA trying to screw us over and all that with Man City, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm just going to put the teams up on the screen now. Go over to the Arsenal team. And there we go. It's basically, for the starting 11, it's just the exact same starting 11 that started against Leicester on Saturday. I need to look at the dates there. As you say, Ramsdale's in goal, Ben White at right back, Saliba, Gabion, Zinchenko, Granit Xhaka. I believe Xhaka will have the armband tonight because he's technically the first vice captain in Arteta's plans. But Granit Xhaka will have the armband. Jorginho is still in place of Partey. Partey is on the bench, still not fully fit. It's good that Jorginho's fitted in the way he has, so slot in seamlessly, and not had any issues there. Because otherwise, Odegaard, obviously playing his normal role in that, just in front of the pivot, just in front of the just behind the front three, sorry. And then obviously Saka, Martinelli down the middle, and Trossard on the left. But like we saw the first half against Leicester, there was moments, especially in the first 20-25 minutes, where Martinelli and Trossard sort of exchanged the role basically of the striker, basically. So we're going to see how that plays out. But it does, as it stands, seem that Martinelli's going to start as the player going down the middle, which will be very interesting, to say the least. Got Stefan in the chat. Stefan, you finally caught up with me. You finally caught up. They took what, 2-3 streams to be able to catch up with each other. Tom's in the chat. Mr. Tom, how you doing, my friend? Arsenal better win, or I'm going to the training ground tomorrow. Oh dear. We got Colonel in the chat. We got Colonel. Hello. I think we lost this. Got that feeling again. Don't. We want positive vibes before kickoff, Colonel. Please. No. It's home. The main thing tonight, I think what goes in our favour is that the away fixture was not so long ago. It was literally just a few weeks ago, basically. And asked to play, so that's going to be fresh. What happened that day in performance-wise and the result was going to be fresh in the players' minds. We're at home, the crowd's going to be buzzing for it because we know the implications of it. If we get behind and get the win with 5 points, we've got a 5-point cushion in, like we did in the first place before the World Cup and this, that, and the other. We have had an 8-point gap briefly, but then games in hand were played with other teams, and they caught up with us. But nevertheless, yes, that is the case. So I think, being it is, as we are doing, we've changed a few things from that game. Obviously, Eddie's on the bench, along with a few others. We'll get into the bench in a second. And we've seemed, and we're on the back of a back-to-back win league-wise as well, in terms of Leicester and who was everyone before him? My mind's gone blank now. Man City we lost to. Then we was trying to think now. Who were we playing? Remember. I have no idea, but we beat them anyway. Actually, Aston Villa, that was it. Aston Villa away, 4-2. The 4-2 win, unless we got the 1-0 win at the weekend, the clean sheet more than anything. So, yeah, it's been a very interesting few weeks, but we're back on the winning run now. Win tonight, we've got a 5-point cushion, as I said. And if Newcastle could do us a favour at midday on Saturday, we could extend that lead come 3 o'clock against Bournemouth on Saturday, touchwood. Going by the recent form, holding no hope, so we say. Got in the North Bank in the chat. How you doing, my friends? It's up the arse. By the way, guys, before kickoffs, we are literally 17 minutes away from kickoff. So get your score predictions in, who your man in the match is, you think the man in the match is going to be, etc., etc. And you can take part in the poll that I'm running in the live chat. Quite simple. Who do you think is going to win tonight? I think I know the majority of people are going to vote. It's going to vote for, but obviously Arsenal or Everton. I'm not putting no draws in it. None of that. It's just who do you think is going to win? So basically, who's got more chance of winning, basically, in your opinion. And again, with Everton as well, obviously we did lose to them, but since they've beat us, I think they've lost every game since. They've gone back to their normal ways prior to that one game. And yeah, so the new manager's bounce didn't last long with Everton, just for one game, ironically against us. It always happens against us. But hey, it is what it is. The only player who will be safe will be the player who most exemplifies the qualities of Julia Firpo. Bloody hell. Stefan's going for a 2-0 Arsenal win. I'm going to put my score prediction in now, actually. I'll be honest, all day, I went in one of the group chats I was asked that, and I went 4-0. I think the fact we're at home, as I keep saying, the wound of the defeat away at Goodison Park is fresh in the players' memory because it was not long ago. We're going to have a point to prove, and we will not just a point to prove to Everton and the league in general, and our doubters in general, but we also want to send a message out as well that we can keep clean sheets and score goals, and just like we're not going to just scrape through wins home and away, etc., etc. Russ is in the chat. Big up Russ. They've got Sam in the chat as well. Tom has an unhealthy obsession with just a tad. I've started to notice that in the last couple of days, Sam. Oh dear. The PGMOL boss is here. That's reassuring. So Howard Webb is at the game. Fantastic. What can go wrong? Because that's not a setup, is it? For fuck's sake. But yeah, I'm now got to go and find a bloody stream on Twitter again. I've got to remember that, actually. Russ, if you're still there, can you remind me the FPL Kingdom? Yeah. On Twitter anyway, so it's not my doing. I'm not going on any dodgy sites or anything like that. I'm going on Twitter, so it's other people doing it. I'm just somewhat benefiting from it anyway. Right, we got that. I'll find the stream if it fucking kills me. I'll find the stream before. We've got plenty of time anyway before kickoff. Well, ish. Remove that. Take that down. He's just got Marguerite Mug now. And I hope, and I do hope there's no dodgy decisions that cost us points tonight, Samuel. Oh, we're going to have that debate again. Yay. Why don't I just get you both on to have a debate over that whilst I watch the football then? Oh dear, I was like, yeah, of course, yeah, next. I'll be jumping joy or screaming in misery as the game plays out, whilst you guys have an argument over Howard Webb now Howard Webb in the game. Usually, I can't remember his name then. Mike, I can't remember his name. What's his name? Mike Riley in the game. Russ, do you not think players' mistakes and poor ability to hit the target cost us more? In certain games, yeah, but there's games as well where constant human error costs us, not just us, other teams as well. I'm not going to say it's just us, but it's from our perspective, it's just like, would you call that against City in a game like this, for example, or Man United, for example? Oh dear, but it is what it is. I mean, how can again human error? You look for every angle after the goal. I watched the match today and all that as well, with the highlights on the weekend, and then Trossard's goal got disallowed and all that, and I'm like, the goal was given. No defenders in the live action of it all going on. Ward doesn't complain about being fouled until the ball's gone in the net. No players Leicester players complain at all, born in net or not. They don't complain. The only one that complains was Ward. He goes up to the referee and goes, "You need to look at this." Da, 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 da. Suddenly they look at it, and Dermot Gallagher on fucking Ref Watch goes, "No, players have no influence. We have no idea why they had to check. Why they decided to check that angle and this, that, and the other." Fuck off. Tom is saying, "I think you should do a live debate. My loyalties will be divided between Sam and Russ and the son of senior third." Jesus Christ. Happens to us more. We're gonna. Oh, it started. It started. Oh dear. Oh dear. And then Stefan just sticks involved and says, "A lot of human error in the SPL. Hold on, it's a penalty to Rangers." Fair, since you started mentioning that, you mentioned it on the channel. We do the old firm watch-alongs and when we can. And every time you mention that, I've noticed that a lot actually. So you might be onto something. Even though Celtic are running away the league, is still finding something to complain about. But you might have a point there. Oh God, you've got Tom singing now. See what he does, Sam and Rush. You've got Tom singing. Oh my God, this is going to be a long night by the looks of it. Oh, but don't laugh, I'm going to cry. Old firm is, you know what I'm saying, as in, again, the old firms for me. But I call me old firms because that's, again, me growing up and all that. They were decent games because you had top quality players on both sides. But it is what it is. Is there a way both teams can lose this, Chris? The Liverpool fan. No. There's a way where one team can definitely lose, and that's Everton just going, "Hi, here's the goal. We don't care if you get relegated." Aside from that, I can't help you out on that one. Right, so I'm not going to. Right, I'm the group chat. Anyone? Just in case the page that did it the other day don't do it today for some bizarre reason. And is she a member of the PG? That doesn't believe it. Wouldn't surprise me at all, Stan. Let's be honest. It would not surprise me in the slightest. I do need to grab myself one of my football shirts down, get one of them on today. Maybe. I don't want to be like gym class fucking boy here. Stefan says, "I don't want to see Everton go down. They are a great club." Historically, they are a top club historically. But the way Arsenal's former director and the gang have run the club since he took over and brought them in, it's been coming. We saw it with Aston Villa under their previous ownership when they were going down. He spent so much money to get him under Martin O'Neill to get him competing to a certain level. When Martin O'Neill was no longer getting back and he quit the day before the season started, it was the start of the end basically for them in that era basically, and it was just you knew it was coming. Even if we won that season, it wasn't going to be the following season. It was going to come one way or the other. Every now and then you get them teams. Aston Villa I mentioned there, Sunderland. Different circumstances because they never overspent to get to that point. They got comfortable in that sense and thought they were okay, and then they got caught out. Got short. Fulham have done it in the past when they had their little brief. Their stint in the Premier League from 2002 to what was now 20. I want to say 2012. Maybe a few give or take 2012, 2010 give or take. Either way. But they got a bit cocksure, part of the furniture, and pardon me, out of nowhere, they got caught out. Everton back in the late 90s, the mid to late 90s, were flirting with relegation. They always found a way to survive with players they had, Kev Campbell, Big Duncan Ferguson, and all that. They always found a way to survive. And then when David Moyes came along and did what he did in the 8 years he was there, they sort of pushed away from that kind of mid-table, sort of just outside the European spot team. And then obviously the ownerships come in, try to do their own thing, do their own spin on things basically, and going to Sunderland and spending £50 million on a bloody Jordan Pickford, and they've just been relegated, for example. Amongst other players, they brought in Sessegnon. Oh, I can't remember now. They brought Rooney back in at the end of his career for a season. Oh, who was the other one? Oh, who was that Dutch lad they bought? They had 3 cams in that season as well. It was like ridiculous. But basically, they've basically done a Leeds in one sense and spent so much money to be at a certain part and trying to overdo it that there's that, because they've overspent, it's now caught up to the point where, because they get going through manager after manager after manager, and all that's caught up in them as well. You're then hiring someone like Frank Lampard based on what their fans asked for, and then you have a fallout. In the space of a year, you're falling out with the fans for saying, "Will you ask for him?" Sick of him. It's bizarre. But again, my point is that it seems every now and then a team goes through a stint like this, and eventually they'll drop. I don't know if it'll be this season for Everton or next season, but it's coming. It seems like it's inevitable that it's going to happen. Just because that's down to more than anything, that's down to the ownership. And in one sense, as an Arsenal fan, thank God he's no longer at our club. It just goes to prove that's just because you're on the board of directors of a successful era at the club doesn't mean fuck all about football and owning a football club. You need football men in and out from where you are down all the way down throughout the club, not just yourself and hoping for the best. Oh dear, how long we got till kickoff? 5 minutes till kickoff, yay! Also, I'm hoping to find a stream actually soon before kickoff, because I do want to see if Arsenal do anything in terms of show their respect to Stephen, the young Arsenal fan that early last week. It came out. This is a guy basically, Stephen Featley, who I'd met before. The United Miami scene some year, but basically before COVID and all that, a few times outside of Arsenal games, like after the game and all that, the Emirates. And basically, even at the time he was sending me, basically he was battling since he was like 2 years old with liver disease and all that. His whole life, been battling it with his whole life, had all this surgeries, had all this treatment, and nothing. And obviously, it was just getting by, trying to find a cure. Obviously, in the meantime. And then it came out last week that he was no longer going to be given any more treatment, and this was it basically. And then in amongst all that, all the fans came together on social media to reach out to get Martinelli's attention, who was his favourite player in the kind of squad, get their attention, and it did. He reached out. He apparently did a private voice message to Stephen and their family and all that. Arteta and the club also sent out a letter to like hand sign and everything personalised to Stephen as well, hoping obviously he would get through this basically, and offering their support. And then Martinelli scored his goal afterwards, about half hour after the game, put the tweet out and dedicated that goal for Stephen. And in the early hours of, I think now, what are we on today? We're on Wednesday, aren't we? So I think it's early hours of Monday morning. I got a message from someone close to the family saying that sadly he passed away overnight. And yeah, so in the meantime, we've all done our bit trying to get, again, Arsenal's attention again, get the right people's attention to hopefully they do some sort of tribute to him as an Arsenal fan, like minutes of applause or something, because they're at home obviously, so be a nice touch as well, considering with what Martinelli's put out there as well. It'd be a nice touch. If Martinelli scores tonight, I wonder if he's again going to dedicate that to again Stephen and the family and all that. Well, I'll say obviously. EPL, right? EPL. Let's have a look for EPL Kingdom. It's absolutely because again, as I say, I met him a few times on the other side of the COVID situation, basically, before all this, and yay, EPL Kingdom works. Woohoo! Yeah, sound lad, fantastic. Again, you could talk. It's one of them that you could talk about Arsenal and give your thoughts, even if he didn't agree with you, he would still allow you to get your opinion across and all. They wouldn't try and shut you down in this, that, and the other, or dumb you down in this, that, and the other. 100% genuine, and he bled. You could tell he bled Arsenal basically. But Arsenal was everything to him basically. It's so unfair. That if Arsenal are to go on and win this Premier League title come May, he's not going to be around to witness it, sadly. But if we do, obviously there's others as well, Claude, Maria. As a fan base, we will come together and we'll celebrate best way we can in their honour as well, come May, if we do win this league, obviously. Sam in the chat says, "Come on, Arsenal, let's stuff Dice and his minions." Arsenal could come out to the Z-Cars theme song. Greeny, yeah, I found it. Yeah, thanks for me. I got your message on the group chat, and yeah, I went on the page and I found it. It's up down. It was top. I don't know if I've got the Liverpool one up now, but it was top of the page on Twitter that you basically you told me where to go. Basically, yeah. There's going for the teams now. Stefan says, "Poor little Mike. Sometimes life isn't fair. Then you've got millionaires who don't pay tax, complain about how yeah." It's not going to get to the political side of life at the moment. Just yeah. Oh dear. Right, Everton have survived going down for years. F them. Well, that's what I'm saying. Back in the 90s, they made a habit of it. And then suddenly David Moyes came along in the early 2000s and pulled them away from that for a bit. And then suddenly they're coming back towards it again under this new ownership. Well, I say new, it's new to them, but been what, 7, 8 years now? I'm a good lad, really. How are you anyway, Greenie? And as you have half as well, the Rangers situation in terms of the weekend final loss. I got my scoreboard ready, don't I? One sec before I do that. And we're off. We're off on the way, apparently. I'll get the scoreboard ready. Sorted, I mean. Arsenal. Seems like everyone could be ahead of me today. Yay! What can go wrong there? No, not fucking respect. You think don't make me fucking spelling crap now? Like Everton. Jesus Christ. There we go. And boom. Right, good luck to everyone except Everton. Watford all came out to it. Oh, okay. We just right, here we go. Oh, who's down? Everton. Well, Nano's down apparently, holding his head. Oh, this will be fantastic. This will. You know. I'm going full screen, so we'll be popping back and forth between the tab here and obviously the stream. You guys are streaming in the chat, so do bear with me on that. 30 seconds in, 33 seconds in on my stream, and Onana's all the time wasting basically. Onana's down holding his head, and Gabriel's just standing over him with his tattoos and all that, chewing gum. Like, guess up, you prick. Oh dear. Come on, Arsenal. Who's ref? Michael Oliver's the referee, for God's sake. Harold Webster and Michael Oliver's our ref. What can go wrong? But I say, why is Mope starting for Everton? I didn't notice that. Why is Mope complaining? He's literally just run up to Jorginho, shoved him back and gone, "Oh, ref, I didn't touch him," running away from him. You know, I can't stand Mope. There's Housley and then there's him, shall we say. It's one. It's got that face you want to hit as well. Thing is, if you start, you won't fucking stop with him. Jesus. But he has got that sort of face. So weirdly, I think you'll get a kick out of it as well. Weirdly, that's handball, but okay, let's ignore that. As Everton crammed down the attack. Well done, Saka. Wakey, wakey. I wonder if in terms of we mentioned how Webb's there, Sam, I wonder if he's just there to obviously appease the club and so go, look, boys, I'm in charge. I'm sorry, and things like that over the Brentford situation a few weeks back. We haven't been at home since this is the first home game, isn't it, since Brentford? So yeah, maybe it's because of that. Basically, because of the whole debacle, he was invited and this, that, and the other, and basically he sort of ways showing that there isn't a agenda, and that he's looking to change things as the head of the PGMOL now. As long as nothing goes wrong tonight, I'll be happy. I'm not going to complain. Do what he wants to do. I don't care. Just stick him in the old North Bank lower tier. See what happens to him. That would be an experience. Putting him in upper or lower tiers of the home team's crowd and all that. And if the ref screws up, they notice the old Webb there. Bloodbath. Go, 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 go. Go on, Saka. Go, 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 go on, Saka. Take him on. Take him on. Cool, no. Well done, Saka. Let's go, Saka. Let's go. You know what? Just to be, I'm putting on the back down doing this, but I don't care. It's just so I can communicate with you guys as well. I'm going to put me turn this down. Watch adverts from my own fucking stream because I'm that good. There we go. Go on. Jorginho's just sliced it back and it's over. Right. So got the she's getting over it. That's cool. What are the odds on Mope getting booked? Tom saying Mope is 11th to be booked. I'm literally in the bookies right now. Oh dear. What about being sent off? Mope is 1 out of 100 to be called a disgraced white. That Mr. Tom Betway Xhaka will get booked as well. He always gets, even if he doesn't actually commit a genuine foul to be booked, he'll get booked. Old Paddy Power is in those old Paddy Power shops. Xhaka is 13-5 to go in the book. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, I'll see that there. Popping along. We did it 6 minutes in, basically. We do need to sort of settle down. I'm a bit annoyed that fans are still only just getting to their seats, though. In terms of the fans itself at home, have been fantastic this season. Been in this, I know it's midweek and all that, work and school runs and this and the other on this particular match day. But well done, Ramsdale. But we've usually been shit hot on it this season. in terms of having all the fans in, especially the lower tiers, lower and upper tier, like all the fans are in their seats, so dedicated seats anyway. If you're lower tier, you just stand up apparently. Well, before like 10, 15 minutes before kickoff, so I'm seeing again the stand that they're showing predominantly from the camera angle, the predominant camera angle. There's still a few empty seats that's just being filled as fans are getting it. More fans are getting in. Maybe there might have been a issue with the old entry system. Turnstiles, that's it. Might be an issue there, maybe. Because happened against Chelsea, Arsenal v Chelsea in the WSL back in January. Hence why fans are late getting in for that one. Oh, go on. Nice little pass. Thank you for the assist, hopefully. Go on, Saka. Take him on. Oh, Jorginho, mate. Not tonight. Don't have a stinker tonight because you will be absolutely wrongly, by the way. Absolutely torn a new one. Mope trying to do an Henri-esque sort of backheely weird goal thing. I'll say Henri actually did it. He actually did do a back heel better than that anyway. But like that's a random. Oh, I'm gonna scrape it and back heel it at the same time and hope it goes in. I might play with 2 chances in that 7 minutes, yeah, and that's a concerning minute. That's what I'm saying. We need to settle. In terms of the players, we need to settle the fuck down and to take control of this game. Get our foot on the ball. Oh, for God's sake, Martinelli! You couldn't get your foot under it, could you? Jesus Christ! Oh, of course he's offside. Of course, yeah. But we just need to settle down. Was it? Yeah, he was off. He was off. To be fair. Why do they wait until the ball's gone out of action though? If he's that clear, when a player's that clear offside, why do the linesman saying, "Oh, he's out now"? I'll flag it now. If they're that clearly offside, yes, just flag it. Come on, Trossard, go on, corner. Yeah, as long as the sooner we can control this game in general and put us as a standard authority, just pin them in that half, the better. There are signs. There's good signs so far of how we're performing so far, because compared to the away game anyway at Goodison, but it's still early. It's early doors anyway, so I'm not going to get too carried away or anything like that. It's still early doors. Defensively, we need to sort ourselves out. On the old getting caught on the counter attack, I don't want that happening. Big up to old Dreads Lepmin as well. Stefan loves that. By the way, clearly, I've seen his comment as well. But big up to Dread. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're keeping well. Another night of no Chelsea heartache for you. I mean, the crowd, again, I've got the volume on so slightly, so I don't have relay back onto the stream and get done by Premier League or whatever. But the fans are doing their bit here. By the sounds of it, I can hear the fans trying to do their bit, get the team going. It's just against those doors, isn't it? The nerves and all that. But again, I am possibly beyond some of you guys on the stream as well, because again, it's not been. Winning the UK, we're not allowed to watch our team because it wasn't picked. Fuck off. They pay my ass, don't they? So I'm possibly beyond a few people in the chat, but you want to let us know in the chat anything out of the ordinary happens. Yeah, knock yourself out basically. I'm on 11:22 now. on my stream. So far, so good. Yeah, maybe, mate. I'm not. Hadn't. He's going live. Oh, you talk between yourselves. Oh, okay. I forgot about my stream. I'm a 4 minute ahead. Lucky bastard. Well, if the worst, seeing that you're 4 minute ahead, if the worst happens, you can give me a heads up in terms of if Everton get a positive thing happen to them. Give me a heads up so I'm prepared. Other than that, if you can hold it in, I'll be extremely grateful. Sorry. Bournemouth not on Saturday. No, we've got to do again for Greeny for the third game in a row. We've got to do the same thing that we're doing tonight and we done last Saturday. Fulham next game on Sunday is not on either. It's not on either on Sunday. Fuck's sake. London, Arsenal are actually in a title race, and they're showing more of Man City's games than our games between the fucking broadcasters. Ryan should invite Mr. Tom to one of Mike's trivia shows. Tom's interested, didn't you? If Tom wants to, he's more than welcome to. I'll probably do our next one during the international break. We've got a bit of leeway in the calendar. We're getting bombarded by games after games and all that jazz. Newcastle's last 19 games have been live, yeah. But Arsenal in a title race this season. It's not like we're fucking doing a Chelsea basically or Liverpool and just tinkering around mid-table basically outside of your Europa League conference spots or whatever. We are top of the league and we are in a title race. And what? Brentford wasn't on TV. That was at 3:00. Man City was. Aston Villa was. So Man City wasn't. No, Man City was. Sorry, Brentford wasn't. Leicester wasn't. This isn't. Bournemouth isn't. And Fulham, as you said, it isn't. Ridiculous. Four games on the bounce when we're not going to be on the fucking on TV at all. We've got to do this BS basically. Be it a 3:00 kickoff or 2:00 on a Sunday. Ridiculous. And we're in we're in the title race. Our games mean something. Fucking Tottenham versus Poxy Chelsea, for God's sake. Oh, here we go. I think Stefan's referring to your comment about Newcastle's last 19 games have been on live TV. And it's now buffering, so I've now got to come out and refresh the page. Yay! What was the other one you suggested, by the way, Mark? Let's have a look at. Let's see if I can find that one. If not, oh dear. See, that's a better. I'm not messing about all that BS. Oh my god. I've got a fucking fine hope. Just got to keep refreshing until they find a new stream to put up. God's sake. Again, why have we in the UK got to go through this BS every match day when our games aren't on? That's not just for Arsenal, but in general. If your team's not playing on UK TV, you've got to go through this BS every time now. Because you can't go on hisgoal.com anymore because that's been restricted. Oh, this is fantastic. This is absolutely fantabulosy. This is. I swear to God. Come on, you bastards. Eh? No, you want to give us bullshit Liverpool versus fucking Wolves. Rather than sort out the fucking issue at hand that we ain't got an Arsenal game at the moment. There we go. Oh, Grimsby just got to get Southampton apparently. Well, hey. Who could have called that one? So I'm now, guys, let me know in the chat where you are. I'm on another new stream's up, 1750. I don't know how bad that is. Or how good. Oh. Don't want to leak. I'll send it there one sec. We actually time wasting on fucking 18th minute. You're taking the piss. Oh, for God's sake, I'm typing it properly. Don't piss me off today, not Twitter. EPL Kingdom, EPL. PL. No, please defend, please defend. We need to fucking. We need to wake up. Why are we so sloppy tonight? Seriously. This Everton side, since they beat us, have been crap. Genuinely, they've been crap. The only game they've won was against Leeds, and that was by the skin of their teeth, by fluke more than anything. Sorry, Tom and Chap, it was by fluke more than anything they beat Leeds. It's just been crap, and now we're fucking making them look like fucking a decent team again. Right, send Joel the link. Get up the tart. Go, 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 go. Right, Lenny, mate, you need to wake up a bit tonight. Right, send old Joel the old link on his email. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go, that's sent. I'm hoping. Yep, Mr. Sent. But you know what I'm saying, Tom? Like Leeds were no better. It was just more luck than anything. They got the goal they got. It was more luck than anything. And then tonight, and that's what my point. They weren't exactly putting up trees against you guys. There's more luck. As I say, more luck than anything. They beat you. They've lost every other game as well in between. in between the two wins they've had, and they've looked awful, by the way. And we're making them look like a half decent team again because we're being so sloppy. And that's to prove it again. Jorginho, they would put the pass over the midfield and defence and overdoes it. Too much pace in it. Taking away from Saka. I'm doing this. I'll be waiting for China now. Oh dear. Oh, of course, yeah, of course. The same player again. First 30 seconds, he goes down, holding his head. But now, 22 minutes later, Onana's down again, holding his head. Didn't even fucking touch him. I swear, if credit's been booked, if Michael Oliver's booked Xhaka for that, when he hasn't even touched the player, it's a time-wasting bullshit from Everton. Again, why? Again, that's if he has booked him or not, he's made a clear and obvious mistake there. Then the refs made a mistake in his either way by stopping the game. The guy's feigning injury, basically. He's lying to people. VAR should be going, hang on, mate, Michael. We just want to let you know, there was no contact made. Gabriel's too busy fighting a moped, by the way. There's no contact made. The guy's pretending to be injured. It's up to you, but if I was you, I'd book him for simulation. That would have if start doing that consistently, you eradicate this bullshit. Because he wasn't touched. Granit Xhaka doesn't touch him. It's complete BS. It's really kicking me off. Thunder Road says this match is feeling too much like the one at Goodison where giving the ball away leading to Everton breaks. Yeah, we need to sort that out. I've been saying that even in the early stages of the game. I was saying we need to get our head out of our backsides and actually get a foot on the ball and control the tempo of this game. And just again. Sounds simple enough, but do the simple things. Start with the basics and work from that. There were 2 attempts Everton and both been on target. They've had barely anything of the ball. It's down to our own screw ups that's happened. Amazing, fucking shitty. Oh my god. We ain't winning tonight. I've already said it. We're 25 minutes in and we're not winning. We are literally. We're not controlling the game at all. We're just making mistakes on mistakes. We're being sloppy again. I know it's a game in hand, and the pressure must be on them in the sense of they haven't been in this situation before. Most of these players individually. We've got players that have been in this situation. Say as you say, even though he's not in the squad today, he has it know-how behind the scenes. Zinchenko's been there, Jorginho for covering country, and it's just absolute. It's just bizarre. Yes, I know. Again, I keep saying they know the pressure must be on them in terms of they know they win. There's a 5-point cushion and 11 on games then with Man City. As it stands, if things stay as they are, it would only be a 3-point cushion. And if they beat us at the Etihad, that could be enough for them then. Which now we're in March, ain't that long away. Right. That's it. What's that? Phone going back and forth. He's not there. Steph, that's seven. BX is saying I officially hate Everton now, so I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing in terms of the game itself. Don't care. Go away. Go away. Oh my god, this is really pissing me off today. Seriously, maybe there might be a fucking long way to go, but they're playing like fucking dog shit. And this is why you can have our doubters still in terms of us and our title credentials, even within our own fan base. Because I don't know what it is at home recently. We're just not our usual selves at home. They can't handle the pressure of being in the title challenge at home. They need to have a word of themselves. Like, guys, you're pretty much guaranteed us. It's not mathematically done, but you're pretty much guaranteed us Champions League football. That was the main objective of the season before the ball was kicked. Handball. We get throwing. There's a handball. And we only get the throwing. Okay. Wow. Wow. And what didn't last 5 minutes? This particular scene didn't last 5 minutes. Woo. Fucking Premier League. I don't care about it. You know what? Might sound fucking harsh here, but this whole BSL, we can't show all the games all down the country, no matter what. On any match day, we've got to be selective and all that because it might harm the lower leagues. I don't give a shit because this is complete BS now that I've got to go through this fucking crap every time I want to watch the game. If they score, I'll let you know. Well, Stefan, behave yourself, you bastard. Saw that. It's really hacking me off that we have to go through this every time. Well, not just for Arsenal, but in general, when you want to watch our team play. We're now on new streams up 30 minutes, 20 seconds. We ain't done nothing to Pickford today so far. How is it a team that we battered last game of last season 5-1, 5-1, yeah, could potentially be taking 4 to 6 points off us tonight over 2 games in the space of a month, just because we've decided to play shit against them? Yeah, people know my thoughts on Jordan Pickford as a goalkeeper. We ain't doing that. We ain't done nothing, and of course that's a foul. We ain't done nothing to test him today. Too easy for him. I'm so frustrated with this game so far. It's doing my head in. Van der Rohe, to be fair, this 6'4" Onana is getting hit in the face a bit. I mean, nothing. I mean, not rolling on the ground types, but there is contact. Not enough for him to go down the way he has done, especially that second time. I didn't see the first incident, but the first incident, 30 seconds in. But the most recent one that involved him, didn't see it. I didn't see any contact for him to go down and go, oh, like, it'd be absolutely obliterated in his face. Oh, this is really doing me loafing. The worst thing about doing streams like this as well is that I'm so far behind as well. It's not like we're all in sync either. So either I'll be jumping for joy before you, or vice versa. It's just can't celebrate properly in person. It's like, ugh. And because I'm behind, it's like I know I'm going to get notified. I'll get notified before anything happens on the screen. It sort of takes away that, well, depending on the situation in the moment, basically. And Stefan, I know there's a long way. I know you keep saying it's a long way. It is, but we're just, again, it's just the way we're playing is performance-wise. We show glimpses of doing something. We show glimpses. There's glimpses. That's my point. But at home, I'm showing glimpses against a team that's battling some. I'll say battling. That are down in the dungeons of the league, the dungeons of the league, basically. They're not even. It's not like with Everton in their situation. They're sort of fighting. They're fighting themselves in this game. We're just making it easy for them to defend against, and they're just getting the occasional counter attack on us. Could be off. Cheese in the chat says Tyrannosaurus arms Pockford. Crazy. It's great to think we were linked to him before you went to Everton. We was linked to him heavily for a year, at least. We were being quoted like 30-odd mil. Sunderland get relegated in his breakout season, and Everton end up paying 50 mil for the bastard. And then they've given him a new contract as well. Yeah, new contract. Oh, we lost. Oh, well. You got to laugh. Imagine being that crap. Somehow you're in the number one under a delusional manager for the country. And no one else wants us. So you just stick around and stay at a club that's his level to an extent at the moment, performance-wise, that they're his level. But still, like, the whole point of going to Everton in the first place was to be the upgrade to kick on his career. But I've never rated Pickford anyway. Massively overrated. My opinion, obviously, but just never rated him. South getting this all BS. So he's never let me down, me personally. So I'll just keep picking him, even if he's playing Championship football, guys, I'll still pick him as England's number one. Pickford, Ramsdale makes one mistake in at 4 goals conceded. One of them was his mistake. His last game for England for Ramsdale back in the summer at the end of last season, and he's been dropped to number three, because now Nick Pope's at Newcastle, so you've got to have Nick Pope at Newcastle, got to be number 2. You make a mistake, though, you're cannon fodder again, basically. But yeah, I keep saying, I've said it every time we play Everton or we do match of day streams. I just don't rate Pickford. Even when doing England the World Cup watch on and Pickford's playing, don't rate him. I absolutely slate the guy. Most overrated English goalkeeper to wear the England shirt in my lifetime as England number one. And I've seen a few England number ones in my lifetime. If we're just talking from David Seaman onwards, you've had David Seaman, Paul Robinson, David James briefly at the end of his career came number one for a brief period. Rob Green, even Rob Green's for me a better goalkeeper than Pickford, and that's saying something because they're in USA and all that. If you know, you know. Joe Hart and Pickford's the worst of the lot. Absolute wouldn't lace their boots of them other goalkeepers I've mentioned and their pomps compared to his pomp. Said a couple of, start of last season, season before. We had Rose from the Everton Rose channel on here for about Premier League stuff and like Premier League shows and all that, previews, what have you. And I gave my honest opinion on the Pickford. I thought this is when I had Ancelotti as well. You must have seen the comments. I must wait for a second there because I've got to wait for it, so I'm just waiting because I'm watching Arsenal with the build up here. Giving it a wait, of course, whatever. As I say that. Oh my days. And I said at the time, this is under the season under Ancelotti. I said, you got a great you have got a good team, but for me, your weakness is Jordan Pickford. And I'm not wrong. Wait, Ryan, wait. I'm waiting. I'm being patient. Phone's not flashed. I'm not even paying attention to the phone now, so I'm looking away. Come on, lads. Come on. How far behind am I? How far behind is this stream? Zinchenko, Saka. Oh, near post. Told you Pickford shit. Almunia's a better goalkeeper than him. What a fucking hit from Saka. Come on. What a pass. Actually, big props to Zinchenko. I've just seen it now. Half an hour later. Yeah. How far behind am I? How far? Bloody hell. This is what props was not saying what was coming and just saying wait for it. But I appreciate that. But oh dear. But no, props to Zinchenko. What a pass from Zinchenko. On the first touch from Saka, getting out of his feet, into his feet, out of his feet, bang. Imagine being England number one and being done at your near post. But I don't care because Arsenal in the fucking lead. Come on. That's good for me as well because Saka is actually my FPL captain as well. 1975. Behave yourself, Stefan. Yeah, Saka's my captain for the FPL this week. There's double points because obviously he got 2 games he had to play this week. So, yay, me. Arsenal. Saka and Emma Smith Rowe. I like it. Oh, here we go. Saka and Emma Smith Rowe. I can finally unmute Avine Watchalong as he's finally not ahead. Oh, thanks a lot. There you go. Sorry. Back end of a fucking chest infection here. 2-0 Grimsby. I said on the Twitter space the other night, there's going to be that Grimsby will knock out Southampton. People were like, are you mad? Have you watched Southampton recently? Even Chelsea aside here, they beat Chelsea all jokes aside. So what's that done for my points? I said Grimsby would win tonight. Cause the upset because they've got nothing to lose. Southampton are going down. They're fucked. Their ownership ain't. The owners at Southampton ain't got a clue what they're doing. They've got too comfortable. They got so comfortable under Hasenhüttl that when obviously they had to bite the bullet, they didn't want to. They didn't know what to do. They then hired that Nathan Jones guy from Luton. Took a risk. It backfired straight away. There was no new manager bounce either, but it completely backfired straight from the off. And they then sack him after what, a month. What a pen though from Grimsby to see the goal now. And then a fucking, what was it? The interim guy takes out of one game, wins it against Chelsea by a fluke more than anything. Hook up by a cook, he wins it by a fluke. And yeah, he gets given the job for the rest of the season. The guy has no experience of being a manager, and you need to survive to stay in it from obviously to survive in the league, obviously. And you're hiring the guy that wins one game as an interim, has no experience whatsoever because you don't know who to go and get. Sam Allardyce will be a pit. Ironically, Sam Allardyce will be a better pick than what they've gone with to keep him up in the league. They screwed themselves. And the thing is, and I said this last about the field. I said last season in one of my match of the day streams that I can the three that go down won't be coming back. Obviously, it looks like Burnley might be wrong there. Looks like it. Hands took a third of an L basically on that one because the other two aren't coming up. No matter what anyone says in Norwich and Watford. But if Southampton go, which I think they will now, I think they're gone. They ain't coming up. They ain't got the squad to come up. They ain't got the ownership to know. They haven't got the ownership that knows what they're doing to come back up. Each time if I put my phone on standby, I need to watch it because I want to get my fucking chat up for you guys. Arsenal goal disallowed. 2 penalties to Grimsby. I didn't see the first goal at all. I knew they'd scored, obviously, but I didn't see it. So 2 penalties for looking there. Sure. That's what you're saying. So it's an upset 4 minutes injury time, by the way. I don't know where that's coming from. Was it Arsenal? Yeah, you're saying disallowed and all that. Goal stands. Are they checking for offside then? It's a good goal from Martinelli. Well, hey, it'd be fantastic. See if he does a little thing for Stephen or not. Let's have a look. Is he onside? Oh, I don't know. Was it the defender that passed it back to him? Are they checking? Make sure they do it with the defender. They need to make sure the defender didn't pass it back. The defender, if it's comes to the defender, then he's not offside. This is going to be close. It's so close. They've got to get the line spot on here. Ironically, by the way, we've been at the Emirates and all that. The ball's in obviously a good rate finish from Martinelli. He needed that as well. If it stands, he needed that. Come on, yes! Thank God for that. 2-0 to the Arsenal. Thank God for that. Did it? We haven't first half. I'll be honest. You guys know from been here from the get go. My thoughts on the old situation of how we've been performing not being exactly ecstatic about it, but when it's meant something, we've stepped in the last few minutes here. We've stepped up and got the goals and put ourselves in a good position now going into half time. So my 4-0 is on. There's 2 down, 2 to go. Good. It was a good finish. I'll be good and good hunting down for. I think will Saka get the assist? I don't know if he'll get an assist. If they're saying he got the touch still or not. If he's got the touch, he got an assist. And Martinelli's got a goal. But that's again like this goal against Leicester. That's and against Villa. As you guys mentioned in chat, 3 games in a row now. He needed this because he had a little brief couple of weeks after his new contract where he wasn't getting service and it was affecting his performances. What's the best? The best thing about tonight, though, even though I am behind on most of you guys, the commentating. I'm loving the commentating. Got Andy Townsend, co-commentator, and Peter Drury. Fantastic. So he's even better, and we're tuning up as well. So I can't get any better. So now I'm just going to wait now on Joel to join us. Now it's half time. Martin. And what was it? 45 plus 1, so 46. We got Super Mika Teta. He knows exactly what we need. Tini at the backing. They don't play anymore. Gabby in attack. Arsenal on the way to Champions League. No Premier League titles in the. He didn't alter that song actually, so include Premier League title they say. Half time 2-0. Arsenal, 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 Arsenal. Says our good old friend BX Galano. Excellent, Smith. Excellent, Smith. Times 2. Oh dear. Thank God it was a good goal. So in terms of well taken from Martinez, so I'm happy for him as well because there's 3 goals in 3 now. Yeah, it's all fucked. 3 goals in 3. Saka scored as well and possibly assist. I'm going to check that now actually in the FPL. Whilst we wait for Joel to pop in. And yeah. So I'm now back on this screen so I can turn my phone off and check the FPL. Yay. I think there should have been a Burns and Smith spin-off. Imagine that. People still think it's hardcore Simpsons fans will still tune into that, even of our age is BX. I think they've given him an assist. He's looking now. Yeah, they've given him an assist as well, so the goal and an assist. So he's got 5, 6, 9 points, but because he's my captain, 24 points. Because obviously weekend as well. He got a few points at the weekend as well because it's double points for certain players that are playing tonight. Martinelli's on 16 because he got obviously a goal at the weekend and all that. And he got 45 minutes. And then tonight, that's no one. So there we go. Joel just popping in. There you go. Talk about timing. Time that well. How you doing, Joel? 2-0 at half time. Who'd have thought that?
No, I actually saw him this time.
Yay! Unlike Saturday, where I sort of gave it away, and he's like, I'm out of it, and then we didn't score at all afterwards.
No, I have to say, great first half. Great first half. I thought actually Saka looked quite knackered at the start because he was getting, sort of struggling a bit around the pitch. I know he gets kicked about most games. Hey, Russ! Hey! But yeah, what a finish by Saka! What a finish! I can't see any keeper saving shots like that because they're just those sort of ones that hit the roof of the net, and there's nothing you can do about them, can you? It's just. And the second goal, I thought, I don't know about you, Ryan, but they're the sort of ones you watch and you go, oh, well, it's going to be offside. Because you just, that's the feeling you get automatically. But
especially when Sam was in the chat earlier, he said how Howard Webb is actually at the game tonight, and you got Michael Oliver as the referee, and it's sort of a coming together. You think, oh, here we go. But the Lions, they actually used the lines tonight as well for once.
That was as close as the line could be, wasn't it? Let's be honest. But yeah, I thought it was great. Cracking first half. I think, don't get me wrong, Everton they have been countering, but sort of the final third, they haven't sort of done anything.
They lack that edge in the final third.
Yeah, they seem to they don't really have a desire, do they?
Yeah.
They don't seem to have that. And you'd think, they're currently in that dogfight, aren't they? If we look at the table, they're sitting in 18th, 21 points. Leeds above them, and West Ham, Leicester, and Nottingham Forest, all games in hand, and the two teams below them games in hand as well. Yeah. They're the only team, literally, in the bottom 14
that's playing
that extra game. So, yeah, yes. If you're an Everton fan, that's not great, is it? Let's be honest, not great.
No.
The second goal stood. It was brilliant, to be honest, and
great finish as well.
Yeah, he had to keep composed because he could have easily stopped after that, thinking I was offside. But like they say, Sunday League, play to the whistle.
No, exactly. And I think Martinelli in general has been more alive than what he was against Everton in the away fixture.
Yeah,
more at it. He's getting more serves as well. But also Zinchenko because he got the assist for Saka's goal. I was saying when the goal happened, that what an assist, what a pass! Yeah. To come inside and then literally just get it in there, in between the defenders to Saka, and Saka's first touch, get it in and out in one touch and get the shot off.
He's been finding those pockets, hasn't he? Like early on in the first half, he was kind of bringing the ball forward, and no Everton player was sort of coming towards him, so he just thought, "Well, sod it, I'll come through the middle then," and he just sort of pot in through the middle and then put the ball over. I think Xhaka's had a really good half as well, to be fair. He's put some great balls around, and we were speaking last time, weren't we? The last Everton game.
Yeah.
Onana, what's his name? I think that's how it's going to be in this half, to be honest. I don't know how many times he wants to claim he's been elbowed in the face, but...
Thank you. Weren't just me.
Let's be honest, the first one wasn't even an elbow. Like Xhaka, they were almost like, check that out. There was nothing in it. Nothing in it at all.
Well, I missed the first one. It was literally at the start of the game. Game on.
Well,
the second one.
He was watching him.
Yeah, he's gone.
And his arms flail around everywhere anyway. Xhaka. He's a player that plays with his body, isn't he? That's how it is. But the elbow didn't even go near. It was more his hands. He's trying to protect the ball, and you just thought, just another one of those. But to do it twice, I think he did it with Gabriel, didn't he?
I think so as well. Yeah.
And Gabriel looked like he was going to take his head off afterwards.
I think that was at the start of the game. He just stood over him, and you could see. And Gabriel was there chewing gum with all his tattoos. He's just literally like, "Go on, get up, please get up, so I can nut you one."
And to be fair, there's not many people that tower over Gabriel, is there?
No,
there's not many. But Onana is about 6'5" or something ridiculous.
I think you mentioned in the chat,
But he soon sort of disappeared from Gabriel. But yeah, I good half. I think Odegaard's been sort of frozen out. I think they know how good he is at that delivery, so they've kind of frozen him out. But then you've got Trossard dropping back, so whatever works really, they're kind of interchangeable between all four, really. And I just think Trossard, we're going to say it again, aren't we? What a signing. Like, he has literally
again another live wire
slotted into this team like he's been here years. It's brilliant, and to have a guy that is that versatile, that say Martinelli drifts in the middle, Trossard naturally goes to the left.
Yeah,
there's
vice
no
versa,
like in Nketiah. I like Eddie, but sorry Russ, but he doesn't. He's not as versatile, is he?
No.
He is that striker, and he sticks to that
old school goal poacher, basically.
Yeah, and it work, and it does work for him, doesn't it? Not as frequently as much as we'd like it to, but that's his position. That's what he sticks to, and I think it works in certain games. But this game, it has to be that more tactical, because it has to be sort of more fluid, doesn't it? Because that Everton back four, in the first sort of 10, 15 minutes, were just crowding us out. As soon as that came over, they were one step ahead, and actually they were playing quite well across the back four. Credit to Everton. They sort of knew they had to be one step ahead, because their speed isn't going to be close to that front four, is it? So they're kind of having to read the game a bit better. But it was a cracking pass, absolutely cracking pass. But yeah, I'm happy with it. And I went 3-0, you went 4-0.
Yeah.
I was tempted to go for 8-0, but I'm just going to calm down this week.
Yeah, let's not do a Gary.
Sorry, let's not do NFL scores.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Right now, the Everton back line. Yeah, to be fair, now they've been picked apart. I think the Everton back line are going to be bricking it second half.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Because the thing is, Onana's being drawn out of that position.
Yeah.
He's meant to be that guy that sits in front, that makes it awkward for you to get through. But because he's being drawn out into the attack, as soon as that quick ball comes through, that's how it is, isn't it? Bang. The lads are off. And I think, if you're gonna give a player of the half, I think Martinelli's just been on it. Absolutely on it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the Saka guy was fantastic. And Zinchenko's made some really good movement. But I just think when Martinelli's in the mood, wow, it's special, isn't it? And have you seen the FA Cup? Grimsby
2-0 against Southampton.
2-0 up and 2 penalties.
Yep. I was in a Twitter space not last night, the night before, and I because we were talking about FA Cups and all. I said,
it's 2-1 now. It's 2-1 now.
Oh no.
No, but is it Coletta Carr, their defender?
Oh my god, if a defender's gone for Southampton, bloody hell.
But it was assisted by Ward-Prowse. He's always involved somewhere, isn't he?
Yeah. If he's not scoring them, he'll get the pass off somehow.
But
I said Grimsby are causing an upset tonight. People thought I was mad because Grimsby are League 2.
Let's hope, mate. Let's hope. That's a big ask. That is a big ask. And the thing is, now that Southampton have got 1 goal, it's
well, it depends what Southampton they actually ignite someone. They just go through the motions like, oh, we'll get there eventually, not get there.
Yeah, or Grimsby getting another penalty.
You never know.
It's bad to get 2 penalties, though, isn't it? And you think, look, 45 plus 1 and 50.
Yeah.
They're like really close together as well. That's not great, is it?
No.
But
Jesus Christ.
Liverpool still 0-0.
Yeah, the other games are 0-0 as well.
Yeah, Burnley, Fleetwood 0-0. Man United, West Ham 0-0. Sheffield United 0-0 with Tottenham. Go on, United.
Come on, Sheffield.
Sheffield, that is.
I helped you out there.
Yeah. Dug me out of a very dangerous hole there. I know what you're like with taking clips from videos. I'm not having it. Not having it.
I can still do that, but I won't.
Wait a minute. I don't think I'm in shape as much as I don't think I'm in shape as much as I used to be.
I still got that. Look.
Oh, look at that.
And I've got
right, honestly, You've got to.
I think we've got Melvin still, just in case.
The full Melv.
But I saw this in one of the group chats before you go for second half. I think that's Drew Kickhoffson actually. Saw this in the group chat. It says, Saka, stay calm, give me the ball, save the club.
You've got to send me that, mate. Oh, man. Is that in the WhatsApp group?
One of the WhatsApp groups I'm in, yeah. Not the one that you're in with me.
Oh, send it over to me, mate. Send it over to me.
I'll send it over to you, yeah. Oh, dear.
Quality.
But I thought I'd put that in, yeah. But I think the second half should be getting underway by now. Let's have a look.
Right, I better go then, because I ain't doing what happened last time.
I think that was Russ's fault because he made me alert. I weren't even alert to what was going on that day.
Russ just kind of went, "Oh, hang on,
hang on, hey." No, all the stream that's on Twitter that I showed you. It's not on yet, but it should be out. What time did we kick off? 7:40. Yeah, 7:45 we kicked off, so it should be out by now.
Yeah,
but it's what it is. I'll let you go anyway, just in case.
Yeah, I'll see you at the end, mate.
See you at full time. We'll get hopefully another 4 or 5 goals.
Who knows, mate? Yeah, as I say, you open up the defence. I think you don't know, do you? So, yeah, we shall see, mate. I'll see you at the end.
Yeah, see you at the end. Oh dear. Mr. Bungle says, "Did you hear Basements say Porcupine Tree sucked? I was happy about that. He didn't like the fact the tune was 70 minutes long. Bloody hell." Then goes, "Put it away, Melvin." I haven't used that for so long. That used to be like the go-to little clip in terms of Melvin, anyway. Sort of go-to clip whenever Arsenal scored for about a year. 12 months I used to sort of use that for every Arsenal watch when we did, and Arsenal was scoring. I was like, boom. And if you got a big win at the end as well, so that's for a bonus. I got it, but as you can see, but I don't know, I just got off it. Need to HDFI them, bring them up to more modern day looks, so we say. But it is what it is. Let's go to Joel first and send over that photo to him. There we go, send that to him. And in the group chat as well. Oh, party's coming on, really? Who's going off? I need to refresh this because it's doing my head in now. Oh, now the stream goes as I fucking refresh it, yeah. Who's he coming on for out of interest? Oh. Go back to this. I've got to wait for that thing to freshen up now, haven't I? Looking late coming out though, second half, but like nearly 10 minutes late. Because it only kicked off at 7:45. Second half should have been underway by now. Oh dear. If you haven't already, guys, do smash that like button, do subscribe if you are new to the channel. Do share the content around. It does massively help out the channel growth as well. The more you share and like and retweet, this all you share, like, and all that jazz. The more new faces we get brought to the channel, basically via YouTube as well, to do their bit as well, because they'll see you guys do your bit and etc., and then they'll go, okay, boom, and they'll add to it as well. Oh, what was I doing? I don't know what I was doing. What am I doing? Party came on. Who did he come on for though? What do we? I need to have a look. That was going over to Sky Sports app. Here we go. Say that it's buffering. Right, who did he? Lineups. Jorginho's gone off. Oh, okay. Okay. Hoping that's not anything serious there with Jorginho. Hopefully Partey's okay to actually play then as well. Left, get out of the way, thank you. Because you didn't get out of the way, that happened. Right, get the phone back up and running in terms of back on the channel, so I can keep an eye on the chat for you guys. I'm not going back and forth. And as always, what's my Jorginho was having a shocker. If it's a performance-based sub, then I'm all for it. I'm just hoping it's not an injury. Because Arteta that doesn't normally do that. It usually gives them a bit more time on the pitch. It's for second half and all that. Nemeth is asking, are you watching it on Sky Go? No, it's not on Sky at all. The game's not on Sky. It's not on any UK broadcasting system. Keep looking there because my phone's there, my camera's there. But no, it's not on any UK TV. So I'm having to watch the game literally via Twitter. Well, you know what? Even though I am behind on some of you guys, most of you guys in the chat, and the stream that I'm watching, I'm loving the commentating. Oh, if you're old enough to remember, when ITV used to have the rights to Champions League and all that, it was free to air. Andy Townsend and Peter Drury. Oh. Far better than Martin Tyler and Darry Neville and Carragher in the game. We got Granit Xhaka. Can help, Beth. Anything goes then, yeah? Okay, cool. Oh, no. The player's down. Mikalovic, whatever you pronounce. I don't pronounce his fucking name. The Ukrainian lad for Everton, he's down. He's made a challenge. He's gone down. Paul Saka on top of him, and now he's feigning injury, and then rolled half his body onto the pitch. What a prick! I know, Nemeth. I know. Again, you'd think, and again, like Tom says, been something Tom's insane because it wasn't originally picked for broadcasting and all that, to be broadcast on TV and all that. They can't do anything, but again, it's extraordinary, like the COVID and all that. The Queen's passing was that, and was it expected then? Is an extraordinary situation we found ourselves in with the Queen's death. Keep doing that because the fucking chat's there, but so yeah, there should be a sort of leniency to the rules really with these games in hand, for all the teams really. Especially when they spread this match day itself that was meant to be back in September. They spread it out over the last 2-3 months. The rearrangements. Because this would have been a cracker of a game to put on the Sky. Again, this is a game for both. This is one of them games where both teams got something to fight for as well. In terms of where we're going for, when we are in a title race, going toe to toe with City, as it stands 5 points clear as things stand. And Everton are fighting for their lives. Oh, West Ham scored that day. Bloody hell. Jesus. Imagine Man United won the League Cup and get knocked out by West Ham in the FA Cup 3 days later. But they're back, guys. The quad's still on. Even though the treble's on, they ain't winning no treble. All they're winning this season is the League Cup, and that's it. Oh, it's 2-2. Southampton 2 to Grimsby 2. Theo Walcott has scored. Michael Keane just been put for taking out Odegaard as well. Or was it James Tedeschi? What is his fucking name? Van Rama scored for West Ham. Bloody hell! Oh, yeah, Theo Walcott scored for. Again, I've got from one sense because of ex-Arsenal and all that. I kind of feel sorry for Walcott in one sense because his career since his Arsenal days, he went from Arsenal to Everton under San Allardyce that season, where he started getting more game. He's still getting regular game time at Everton, like he was at Arsenal, still getting that regular game time. But obviously, he went something new. I don't know why he went in halfway through a season, but he did. But he went ever since he left Arsenal, as we know, and since it's always been a downgrade, like Everton, as I say, then he sort of fell out of favour there. He's gone back to where it all began with Southampton. I think possibly going back to Southampton might get a bit more game because he, as I say, fell out of favour at Everton for whatever reason. With the managers and all that, and even Lampard wasn't giving him a sniff. Is that now? I can't remember now. No, Lampard, the one before Lampard. I don't remember. I've lost count of managers, who's who in terms of managers and their sequence and this, that, and the other. But the whole point of him going to Southampton was to get more game time, and obviously the emotional attachment. Obviously, that's where his career started as well. Again, Hassan Newell, you'd have thought, being as he was a manager and all that. No, barely played him, and even under Jones didn't touch him either for some reason. You'd think the experience that Walcott has in the situation they're in, it'd lean a bit more on Walcott experience-wise at that level, and in Premier League and all that. Nope. And obviously, this new guy is now get the job to the end of the season, whatever his name is. Yeah, it's just really not really had the career after Arsenal like he probably could have hoped for. Maybe get another cup under his belt with Everton, or let's say go back to Southampton, maybe get a cup run there, maybe a League Cup or FA Cup there even. And he's not even got the game time. It's just like, I know as he's got older, he's probably lost a lot of his pace as he's been getting older over the last couple of years, but still, he sort of has something. Even if he has got a man bun these days, which is weird. And Walcott got a lot of slack as well. People need to remember in terms of his time at Arsenal, he's part of the 100 club at Arsenal. Over 100 goals. He's got over 100 goals for the club, so he's part of that 100 club. So basically, when he retires, basically what it means is when a player retires or whatever, they can always come back as a guest in the one of the boxes, and it's a box dedicated to players, ex-players that have scored over 100 goals for the club. So he's part of our history as well. Even though he did the 2014 and 15 and 2017, has he gone in 2017 final? I can't remember now. I can't remember if we got rid of him that year or was it the year after? I think that was the year after. So was it? No. I remember being a Aubameyang in 2018. So yeah. So the 3 FA Cups, that FA Cup winners medals he has, he played more of a part in the 2015 one, with all due respect, because obviously he did score in that one. He did start and he did score in that one. I think the 14, even though he got winners medal because he was part of the squad that year, he was out injured in a final. I think he was out injured in the 2014 final, so that's why he didn't play at all. And then 2017, I can't remember now. I don't know if he might be on the bench again. I can't remember squads that day itself, but he has played. He did play a part in one of our first 3 FA Cup wins after our 9-year drought. Yeah, he was a good play. He's just like taking the number 14, and then he's saying he's been told he's going to be the main man in terms of a striker one day under us and this and the other. Was only ever really given the chance as a striker when his contract was up for renewal. As soon as he got his new contract, he's back out in the wing. So majority of his career was out in the wing, but he still scored goals. But again, people tend to chat, as a striker, he had show glimpses of threat, but consistently, you wouldn't want him, with all due respect, as the as the main man up top, especially the system that Wenger was playing at the time. Because there's times he'd be offside all the time. It does the heading sometimes. But against certain teams, him being up top would suit us. It's just a matter of one set Odegaard, Saka, off the defender, Thomas Partey, getting told to shoot, but he's not going to do that. But yeah, I've got a soft touch for Theo because he was a good player. He scored the goals for us. I remember the hat trick against Newcastle. That's 7-3 thriller. Coming home from work that night and literally catching the last knockings of the first half, and then there's obviously what happens in the second half and all that. And was it the final goal that he scored that night where he had the free kick was given, taken past him, and he's gone running into the box, got swiped up by Cochini, whatever his fucking name was from Newcastle. Instead of just going down and trying to appeal for the penalty, he got himself back up and just lashed the ball in at Tim Krul's near post at the roof of the net. And bang, it was obviously killed the game off his contest. We scored a couple more, I think 2 more goals after that as well. But yeah. Again, I'll be honest, I was gutted when we let him go when we had, because it was halfway through the season. I know we'd put Lacazette as a striker. Giroud was going out because we were bringing Aubameyang in, and he didn't like the competition in the first place in terms of Lacazette being there. And I know we're bringing Uber in. He wanted a number 14, but could he have waited 6 months for the 14? Just get us to the end of the season and under Miami take the 14 and then move on from that, and Walcott get moved on and whatever during the summer maybe. It's just, I find bizarrely of all managers to go to as well. Nothing against Everton, but a Sam Allardyce run Everton that was only going to be until the end of the season anyway, no matter what. It didn't make sense, but it is what it is. And I've seen every now and then in the last couple, in terms of Walcott, to finish up on that. In terms of his where's him out injured or he's not getting the game time, he just goes and does punditry for Sky every now and then. And normally it's calling for the Arsenal games. I think twice. He's had 2 games as a pundit for Arsenal games, both in for Arsenal games. Sorry. And you can see he'll never go ahead and slate off the club basically, no matter how bad the state the club's in, or if we're having a bad day at the office. 5 attempts, 2 on target for both teams. I think they'll turn that around, didn't we, after the first goal? Then that was off. He's got to be offside there. I don't know. The flag didn't go up, but we are taking a more control of this game. By the way, it's just going into the 60th minute on my end of my stream. Don't want to jinx it, but it just seems like we're going through the motions again. Just being professionally seeing the game out. Just going into the chat now. I've got my phone up and going into the chat. One sec. Early Man U to stay in the FA Cup, says Thunder Road. Need legit opposition to remain in case Spuds continue to progress. Well, actually, no. Is Spuds on TV? I might put it on actually, just to make sure they get knocked out. I still don't feel. I've got a Theo Walcott signed shirt, framed and all that, and it's the 14-15 home shirt. Yeah, as I say, he was frustrated, but overall, Mope's been taken off. Ineffective Mope. Yay. If Arsenal win this and help Leeds and West Ham stay up, I just think they owe us a massive discount on Tyler Adams and Declan Rice. Burnley nil, Fleetwood nil still. And Thunderbold's asking, Ryan, have you ever done a stream with your brother? I haven't. I would be open to it, but I don't know how my brother would be in terms of being on the camera. I'd have to ask him, but I'll be up for it. Be interesting for you guys, certain because it'd be for that sort of thing, probably more of an open, just football discussion, not just on Arsenal. So obviously on Arsenal mainly, but on football in general. But for you guys, it would. Well done, Zinchenko. Well done, Ramsey, with the save as well. But it would for you guys, it would be entertaining because there'll be points where we'll be us going back and forth in a slanging match. Sometimes it's hard going back and forth when we don't agree on something and all that. That side of things. But there'll be times when we have a pop up if we agree on something. Again, that's good. It's good views it for you guys as well because obviously you've got two football people talking football and possibly agree on something or whatever. But you never know. Just having that agreement and having a laugh along the way, but just talking football and being and just not just saying things for the sake of getting views and clicks and what have you. I've got to say, I do like the goal kicking shirts. What does my head in though? Because the one that Ramsdale's wearing tonight, the all yellow kit. You can get the yellow shirt, the goal kicking shirt, on the Adidas site and on the Arsenal site. But you can't get the silver one, and I like the silver one as well. I really like the silver one because that's for me, again, for my age and all that, for my age here, a very reminiscent goals got the goldie top for the 02 season, where we had yellow as our main one and silver was the backup one. The backup goldie kit, it was silver top, black shorts, and for the yellow, it was a yellow shirt, yellow top, whatever, black shorts. Go on. Never wear yellow, never. Well, the reason I like it, again, not just the nods, again, showing my age, in terms of the double winning season of 02, the two colours that were the goal-keeping colours for that season. But it's the blue one. What year that was? There was, I think it was the year before. The 2000-2001 season was. I've still got the shirt. I can't obviously copy into it now. I'm putting that on now. But I've still got the top of the. It was up to the old Dispatch Dreamcast. It was like blue with a little circle bits on it and all that. Got nice in the chat. It looks like a new face in the channel. Hopefully, you have subscribed. You obviously commenting in the chat. Hopefully, you do stay a new subscriber and long-term subscriber going forward. There'll be that you comment in a sec, but if you could just smash that like button and do share the content. Like I said, the content around on your socials as well. That'd be massively appreciated as well. With your fellow Gooners as well, or football fans in general. That'd be massively appreciated. But nice K saying, great channel, keep up the good work. Don't be disheartened. No, I've never been disheartened. I've been doing this long enough now. Yeah, I know it takes certain things like this, or certain watch-alongs. I know the fact I'm competing alongside. You've got, I don't know if Hugh Wizzy's live or not, but normally nine times out of 10, Hugh Wizzy, Curtis, AFTV with their own stream and all that, and a few others along the way. So it's just about them viewers they're getting coming across my channel and having the same. Having that extra option to come and watch if they want to flick back and forth and all that. Fucking hell, I feel like I don't know, bloody wait, I've got 10 seconds. Is that Onana's been booked for the foul on Trossard? But yeah, I've never been disheartened. And the majority of the people that come back eventually still 2-1. Oh, the goal got disallowed, it? The Walcott goal. Oh, okay. But yeah, the main knot that always come along for these watch-alongs are nice. Oh, the regular, the OGs from when I started this channel way back when. As nice as it is when a new face like yourself come in and all that, to have grown a hardcore following already the way I have, and them to come in regularly as much as I can, even when friends of the channel are doing their own thing as well, when it comes to the 3 o'clock kickoffs or whatever, they'll always come along, give not just me support, but the other person support as well. In terms of most recently, a week back on Saturday, it was Gary. I appreciate it. I'm not one of these that like, oh, if the numbers are low, I must be doing something bad on that. As far as what I take from it is that the people, because it's the same, it's the same. My regulars come back pretty much every stream, and as long as they're not working, obviously, because I don't want to get in trouble. Sorry. It just shows that the fact that the regulars come back every time, whenever they can. One sec, I mean, what I think, nope. Corner. Shows that to me means more than anything, because it shows that I'm clearly doing something right, because then the people actually, the regulars are actually enjoying what I do. I'm doing something because they are coming back constantly. There's a constant there. But I do appreciate the comment as well. I'll get back to the rest of the comment in a sec. Let's do this corner first. Well, it's fucking just starting March, mate. It's gonna be fucking cold still, you knob. Which is not gonna drop this time of night. Bloody hell. But yeah, don't be silent on there. Never been that. Good things take time. You, my G, will see. You will reap the harvest in due time. Up the Arsenal, up you go. Again, appreciate that note as a. Appreciate the comment, and hopefully you stay a long-term subscriber to the channel. I see a lot more of you, my friend, going forward. Not just the watch-alongs, but also the podcast that we do as well. Apparently for playing, Jesus Christ, I'm such an awful fan. You played at home to Wolves, and I think it's 0-0 still, so you missed much, I don't think. Ryan, you've got to get your name on those other streams, my friend. Well, when I can, I go and like the pigs. When I'm flying pig, I'm subscribed to him. I pop in when I can on his channel. When I'm not live here, obviously. Alice talks football. I mean, I've come across her TikTok a few times. He pisses me off for some of the comments, videos she does, but it is what, in terms of when she references to number 11 of Manchester United and using Thomas Partey as an example of, well, that's a way of him getting back in, because Arsenal, Partey's never been charged for what's been accused of. Hang on. He's never been named officially by the police or anything like that. B, no, the player in question, be it Partey or whoever, hasn't been charged yet. And it's 1-1 now at Manchester. Oh, fuck, Casemiro. Can you break his legs, please? That's my head in sometimes. That cough, mate. No, literally, I had a fucking chest in, what was it, early last Monday morning, I woke up and I was like, bang, there's some little fucking virus bullshit going about. Grimsby are through. 2-1 final score at Grimsby. I mean, Southampton won. The goal got disallowed by the looks of it. And Grimsby go through 2-1. The upset I called has happened. And I'm not looking at the chat now because I meant that things are going slightly faster. So I'm just going to relax for a second here and not look at the chat. But yeah, I love what I do. But yeah, in terms of getting getting the name out there, I know I need to do it. Just getting the time to do it. Go on, Trosser. Go on, Trosser. Go on, Trosser. Go on. Come on. What a feed. It took the deflection. It took the deflection on the way in, but the shot was on target. Captain needed by example. He gets involved in the act. 3-0 to the Arsenal. One more, and Almar Dixon's spot on. Come on. Great from Trossard again. What a play we got. What a play we got in Trossard. Fair proven, like Jorginho, fair proven, and no goal offside, of course. Now I've celebrated it. Now you got it. Of course. Where was the offside then? Because Trossard looked onside. Sure, they had to check everything, don't they, just to make sure. But he looked, again, it was moving about. It looked quite. So I don't know. I didn't see that offside, but okay. Eddie needs to come on. Yeah, I think Eddie was about to come on, wasn't he? He needs to get a goal. It's been a few games now for him. Oh, Trossard gone off. Okay, I would have kept him on. He's been fantastic tonight. I'll be honest. He has been absolutely fantastic tonight. Oh no! Oh VAR! Oh, Casemiro's goal got chalked off for offside. Casemiro's goal. I'll go fucking insane. What you do that to me for? You're saying scoreboard now? I thought you talked about. Oh, okay. Right, let's get that scoreboard sorted, everyone. Come on. Fantastic. Okay, no, he's got. I mean, he's got to be a shout for man of the match. Old Leo Trossard. Been fantastic again tonight. Arguably, in my opinion, his best game so far. He's only been in 5 minutes, but still. Right, let's get this. Oh, that we need to get. It's the one of the big yeah. Odd. You won't see Sam for a while. He'll probably just clean up a bit of a mess, I would say. If you know, you know. 3-0 to the Arsenal. United still losing. That's what. Yeah, then you fucking confused me. It was like, because I saw the phone, I was like, offside goal. I was like, no, not our goal. And I think it's got to be man. That's just nice. Yeah, it's got to be another shout at the very least. He's been fantastic. Far better second half performance from the team as well. First half there was shaky moments, as people in saw me in the first half will know. I was not impressed that first half at certain stages until that obviously we went 1-2 up. Obviously, yeah, I got away from the street and fucking come around again. But still 0-0 between Liverpool and Wolves. Liverpool. Fucking shite. Get Fabio and Tini on, says BX. You know what? Why not? We're 3-0 up now. The game was won. The points are in the back. Points are in the bag. Effectively, who scored for United then? Oh, it's an own goal. Of course, it's an own goal. For fuck's sake. Get my TV on in a second. Get the old Sheffield United game on, so you can see have a double enjoyment and see Tottenham get knocked out. Excellent Smithers. 3 times this time. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. What is it? How's it go? We won the. Who was it? We won the league at Stamford Bridge, Old Trafford, Anfield and the either way. No one else can say the same. Ole, 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 ole. Do, 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 do. Fabio is on. Xhaka has been subbed. You know what I'll set to do now is go and give Smith a cameo. Give him a 10-15 minute cameo. There's 15 minutes to go, but you know what I mean. Give Smith a run out as well. Bring Odegaard off. Get Odegaard rested for the weekend. The last 15. Give it 15 minutes rest or 10 minutes rest, or whatever, and give Smith a run out. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. The song's in my fucking head now. Oh. No, don't care. How many titles you want at Ellen Road? Coming soon, Tom. Next season, maybe. Add you to the list. Avenge 2003, Avenge 99 as well. You bastards. Both times. And fancy beating us. But again, penultimate game of the season, both times in 99 and 2003. I know you had your, especially 2003, you had your reasons because you needed to make sure you stayed up. Oh, yeah. Brain's gone now. Oh, Liverpool score! It's a miracle. I say it was a miracle in the sense of they're winning a game, but also I want to say it's a miracle in terms of scoring. But unlike Chelsea, they do actually know how to score. It's just they don't have to defend normally. Oh, for God's sake, Eddie! Oh, I know. Pippa's right in front of him, but it's Pickford for fuck's sake. Just poke it over side of him. Either side of him is 4-0. Second half, we've been so much better. Second half, you can say it's down to the 2-0 and Everton has given up the game trying to defend their lives, but hit the scoreline down. But we've just been professional. We've took complete control the second half in terms of the match in general, and deserved a 3-goal lead, if not more. All the coy's been taken off. The three CDMs didn't work today, mate, did they? You bastard. Nunez, fucking hell. Don't mention that, Emma, for God's sake. Eddie has 2 chances. Rubbish. Oh, for God's sake, you got fucking. You started Tom off now in the chat. Jesus Christ. Go on, Gabby. Go on, Gabby. Go on. Fabio. Aye. Is that a goal in this game, the Liverpool game, the Tottenham game? Well, it's waiting to see if it's this game or not. I'm going to come up in the chat for a second because I'm watching the game now, just in case it is our game. Come on, put the big screen on as well. What a ball from Fabio, though. What a ball. I've told people all season we've got to play in Fabio. I don't care what anyone says. He needs time to adjust physically to the league. But technically, what a player again. How far behind am I? 39th minute, 79:36 on my stream I'm watching on Bein Sports 1 by Twitter. I swear this freezes when the goal goes in. I'm going to go mental. Eddie with the assist, Martin Eddie with the second. That's more points for me in the FPL. Come on. I said in a group chat, I can prove it as well. Joel mentioned it earlier. My prediction today was 4-0, not just because of wanting to prove a point in terms of Everton away was a one-off, but also putting pressure on City, getting that goal difference a bit more closer to each other, but mainly to send a message to the rest of the doubters in our fan base, all the doubters in the media, all the doubters in the other fan bases that are hating this. Well, I'm loving it. But we had to do this. We had to win. We had to send the message. More so after what happened away to Everton. We had to send that message tonight. And we've done that, especially in the second half, emphatically. And there's 10 minutes to go. There's still time for at least two more, if you're lucky. That's win 6-0. Hey. A Liverpool goal has been disallowed. Excellent, says Smith, as time was full. It's up in you, isn't it? Oh dear. It's up in you out in your terms of your situation in the league as well, goal difference wise. Oh, look at the goal difference in the sec actually. All bang up. He's only just come on, bloody hell. Give him a chance. He's only just come on. Saka and Emma Smith. Oh, Saka's gone off. Oh, okay, so it's. I'll just let the go off myself, but it is what it is. No, they're not. They're really not. You know what? Liverpool in the mud, Liverpool in the mud. You know what would be better than 4-0, 5-0? I was saying we've got plenty of time to keep going. We all benefit more than it. Not just benefit us, it benefits you because of the goal difference. So have a look at it as it stands, actually, from your perspective, where you guys are. Before I put on the TV, what's the next stages of that possible debacle with Sheffield? Did Tottenham go strong tonight out of interest? Let's have a look. 5 at the back again. You're away from home. You're going 5 at the back against the championship side. I know they're doing well in this championship, but still, they started with Foster in goal, Sanchez, Eric Dyer, Ben Davis, Porro. We've heard of him until he left Lisbon. Pepe Sarr, who's been subbed off. Højbjerg, Ivan Perisic, Lucas Moura, Charlton, who, by the way, Lucas and Richarlison have been subbed off. And so on. So they went strong, and it's still 0-0. And who came on? Kulusevski, Oliver Skip, and Harold. Harold, we're good now. Say this, I'll put it on, it won't get a fucking signal, you watch. I wanted to see Smith Rowe tonight. I did say, in terms of once we went 3-0 up, I wanted Smith Rowe to come on for cameo and all that, just get some minutes under his belt, build himself back up there. I said at the first off of the stream. If it's not this season, it'll be next season. They will be going down. I'm going to put an iPlayer, fuck it. I might be behind for a few seconds or whatever, or minutes. I don't care. I'm enjoying myself tonight. Oh, Burnley are through. Burnley have won against Fleetwood Town 1-0, though. Not didn't storm it. Get hell. I'm in shake there. Go on. Go on. Oh, Smithy. Smith, though, more games under his belt, more minutes under his belt, would have scored that. Would have hit that straight from the off as soon as it fell to him. That shows how rusty he is. Right. Oh, fucking wearing that kit as well. I think Tottenham could try and pull that off. Luminous yellow fucking socks and purple and black and luminous yellow tops. Come on, Sheffield United. Come on, Sheffield United. Come on. Yeah! Tottenham in the mud, in the mud. Tottenham in the mud. Come on! That gets better and better. Come on. Talk about timing. Oh. Bye-bye now. There's over a yard to save you. Bye-bye, Tottenham. Bye-bye. 15 years and counting. You ain't in no Champions League, motherfucker. Have some of that. La 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 la. I was so naffed off though because did a accumulate the other day and was out after last night because fucking Needs let me down, bastards. Here we go. Brighton went through, Blackburn won, Man City won, Grimsby won, Burnley won. United could be going through at the time, so maybe not. But Sheffield United, then, if United win the game, how long was left in that game? They are winning as well. As soon as I say that, Man United have scored as well. Garnacho just scored for Manchester United. 2-1 against West Ham. Bastards. So, yeah, fucking Leeds cost me dummy, basically. For a pound bet as well. It's a pound bet. Nothing over the top in that sense. But in terms of reward, would have been getting, for a pound bet, now, I called Brighton, Blackburn. I went for Leeds to win, but they didn't. Man City, Grimsby, we were 17-2. This was 2 days ago, by the way. Burnley, Man United to win, and Sheffield United to win. For a pound stake, I'd have had £5 back. Fucking Leeds, you bastards. Oh. Leeds United, fucking. To be exact, I would have had if Leeds had won and all the other results still come in the way they have. I would have been getting a £5,154.63 return. Fuck's sake, Leeds. That's really disheartened me now. Oh, that's really disheartened me. Should be 5 there. Yeah, it's 11 points. And what? Come at us. Should have been 5. Yeah, to say in terms of that plan to it, Fabio and Smith Rowe and all that malarkey. In terms of when it falls to Smith Rowe, a more match fit Smith Rowe puts that away, and as soon as it comes to his feet, he just hits it and goes. It would have been 5. Fucking both goals have been given to him, by the way, in terms of United. That's not. So Joel basically, Joel just messaged me, by the way, saying he can't make it for the full time because his little boy's just gone to bed. So that's no problem. Just so you guys know. So once we finish, we'll have a bit of a round up and then see the last few minutes of this game out. No, a few minutes behind, so we'll wait till the full time of this and then celebrate even more. Hopefully. Liverpool goal for Scum says 1-0 2-1. Decorum, and Stefan's asking for decorum in the chat for some reason. You waited this long for asking for decorum. Okay. Who is it? Is he still playing? Bloody hell, is he still? I thought he retired. Or left him at least. Keep humming, mate. That keeps me sane. They should check Garnacho's computer. Liverpool to score 2-0. We're dead to win at some point. They can't lose everyone, I'm surely. That's a good result for Tom as well. With Leeds losing, but Wolves losing, sorry, as well as Everton. I had 2 minutes injury time compared to the 4 we got. Was it 4 or 5 we got in the first half? 5 we got in the first half, wasn't it? Bizarrely. We got 2 minutes this time, and then we scored the same amount of goals as we did in the first half. And there's been a few stoppages like the first half. Absolutely fantastic. I wish I put a bet on now. I wish I put, because at the end I said we'd win. I said in terms of my prediction, my score prediction was 4-0. Even in the group chats and all that. So I say that. The one time I say it and I don't put a bet on it. But it actually happens. Such fucking law. Oh dear. Thing is, this is huge. We had to win tonight. Even if it was a scrappy 1-0, we scraped it out or whatever. Got a bit scrappy in the game itself, but because of tensions or whatever, we needed to win to have to regain our 5-point cushion. Be level on points with a 5-point cushion. That's huge. That is actually what we needed to do. Oh, what a save! Van Dam, double save. Fantastic goalkeeping. We're in the 85th minute, going to the 86th in the Sheffield United game as well. It's still 1-0 to Sheffield. Fucking me. Sod's fucking law. If United finishes as it is, it probably has now actually. And the Sheffield United game finishes as it is. Yeah, full time gone, I think. Yeah. Full time. Arsenal 4, Everton 0. Far better result than we had a few weeks ago against this team at their place. In general, there's a bit of a patch. There's a bit of a patchy first half in and out. I vented my frustrations on the first half, but from the second we scored the first goal onwards, we just grew and grew into more confidence as the game went on, and there was no looking back basically. And the second half itself, complete and utter control, all over the pitch in that second half. No mistakes, flawless second half. We scored 2 goals. Could have been a few more if we'd been a bit more alert to finish them off and them chances. But it is what it is. We've got 4 goals, clean sheet, 5 points clear. Don't know what else we can ask for really. Just going to close this off so the sound doesn't reverberate. No, it's really. But yeah, I would put the group chat players' numbers on there. I don't want to give people's numbers out and all that. But yeah. Come on, let's take the piss even on my standards. So the one time I give a score prediction and I don't put a bet on, it happens. last time it's been a while actually since I actually gave a score prediction where I put a bet on and I literally told all you guys it was back in the COVID lockdown, back into the first lockdown basically in terms of when Arsenal played Norwich, we just got Cedric back and this, that and the other, even though he was on loan at us at the time. But when Arsenal played Norwich was all but down at the time. And I got the score prediction right for that. And Cedric of all people made sure I got the fucking money. Got a 5 on that one. But every now and then I give score predictions. I think, you know what, I'm going to go for it. Put a pound or a few quid on it or whatever, depending on the odds and whatever. And I always miss out by a goal. 3-1 now to Manchester United. Bastards. So basically, the way things are going with Tottenham as it stands going out, the only teams the 2 favourites will be Man City and Manchester United. I think Manchester United might be the bookies' favourites, even though Man City is still in it just because they've won a cup in the last few days. The confidence and all that, Man City a bit at the moment. But yeah, it is what it is in terms of not putting a bet on it coming in still. I'm happy though. Main thing is, that aside, jokes aside, I'm happy. With the score in general, I'm ecstatic. We're 5 points clear again. We've closed the gap on the goal difference, so we're 5 or 6 goals now. And confidence is high again. We're now going into Bournemouth at the weekend with the back of a 3-game win streak. High in confidence, and let's be honest, if Man City with a Man City that are inconsistent as they are, can batter them at Bournemouth respectively, we can absolutely obliterate. If we turn up on the day properly and be professional, we can see the game. We can see that game on Saturday and obliterate them as well. And we won't concede either. No way will we concede against Bournemouth. I might even say, you know what, we could win that easily 5-0 if we're on it. If we are on it, 5-0. Tommy Doyle's just been given the player of the match in the FA Cup game against between Sheffield United and Tottenham. He's a Sheffield United player, by the way, obviously. Imagine giving it a Tottenham player and they're losing. Everybody's happy apart from the rivals. I wonder what the bookie. Might have a look later. See what the bookies are saying in terms of the odds now, because now we're 11 on games with Man City and the 5 points clear. After they briefly took our top spot for like 2 days, we reclaimed it and came back again. And, hi, we want it back now. It took them 2 months to overtake us, and we go 2 days later. Hi, thank you very much, and 5 points clear again. And yeah, 11 on games now, and we've got a good run of games coming up now. We've got, let's just say, Bournemouth on Saturday, then Lisbon in the Europa League away, and then Fulham in the league away. Lisbon at home, which I will be at the game for Lisbon actually. Got tickets. I don't know how I managed it, but by skin of my teeth, I've got one of the last few tickets going. Had to fucking spend hours on the phone, but yeah, because again the online service is just crap. But yeah. It's a fantastic result. Great win. Stefan saying the Derek Arch of football. Whatever. I'm going to try and pronounce them names sometimes. You happy, me happy, we happy. Come on, you good. Everyone's, all the goodness are happy. Find me one Arsenal fan that's not happy tonight with this result. Oh dear. I did say they're winnable games. I didn't say we're going to win them. I said they're winnable games. So league-wise, take the Europa League out of the equation for a second. Between now and when we go to Liverpool in April, the games we've got are winnable games. Hopefully we don't get complacent, but we're 2 minutes into injury time in this Sheffield United game, by the way. We'll wrap things up after this game's finished, by the way. I want to celebrate this, hopefully. But Sheffield United are literally minute and a half away, basically, from knocking out Tottenham in the FA Cup and reaching their second quarter final in 3 years, because they reached the quarterfinals in 2020. Sorry, I don't know how far they got since then, but I think this will be their second in 3 years or 4 years, whatever. Yeah, second in 4 years. Sorry, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we get the fixtures up for the men. Fixtures. These cocky Arsenal fans, right? Not cocky, just being realistic. Harry Kane misses an absolute sitter. Yeah, you look up to the skies. You want to sign off a new contract. So's your ambition, you spitting bastard. You gobshite. You had your chance to get out of there and win trophies. You bottled it, and now you want to settle for it. You don't even want to attempt to try and get your agent to get you a move to Newcastle. You just want to and try and win something there. Maybe be a part of a legendary status stay at Newcastle. Oh no, you want to stay and be there. I broke Alan Shearer's record and won no collective team trophies, just individual trophies, all for myself. You want to be that guy. At least Shearer, he broke he got the Premier League record. He actually won a league title in his career. Oh, fuck all. No ambition. And that's it. Tottenham are out of the FA Cup. Brilliant night. Fantastic night. Game over. What a fucking night. The Arsenal win 4-0. Tottenham get knocked out of the FA Cup and continue their 15-year barren run without a trophy. Ha 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 ha. He ain't winning the old Champions League either, so you might want to extend it to 16 years. Just saying. But yeah, league-wise, go back to our fixture, talk about things up now. League-wise, we've got Bournemouth on Saturday, Fulham away the following weekend, Palace at home, Leeds at home, and then Liverpool away. So the next 4 games are winnable games. Obviously, we just can't be, as you say, complacent, and players have that mindset. We just got to go about our business and do what we've got to do. But I'm loving life. I'm an Arsenal fan and I'm loving it. If you don't like it, bite me. Sheffield United. So, Tom, you owe me £5,000. Your team let me down. Mate, I'm an Arsenal. I say this to my brother sometimes because he mentions Arsenal fans and the right football rivalries. He has a dig about Arsenal fans and Tottenham fans not getting on and all that, and giving credit to English football fans. Their rivalries are too over the top. No, it's a rivalry for a reason. That's the whole point of a rivalry. And even though they're not competitional rivals, they are next door neighbours. They're that annoying little fucker. I won't just go away. They don't deserve. They don't be. They shouldn't be there in any sort of and giving you grief, but they're there. And they had a little 15 minutes of fame, and then they got a bit overconfident, and now they're a bit bitter towards us. Now we're coming back to our touchwood, our glory days. I don't care. I'm 30. I'm 33 going on 34. My team hasn't won a league since I literally just about turned 50. I was 14, 5 days away from my 15th birthday when Arsenal last lifted the Premier League trophy. It could be. If we do win the league this year, I'll be 30. That's mental. Especially when you look at that team, that squad we had. Never would have thought we'd wait this long. But what I'm going to love more is that Liverpool fan online that Joe Morley, whatever his name is, John Morley, whatever. Oh, Arsenal, lucky win. Everton can't do anything for us. The only reason most of the Liverpool fans have been bitter towards this is because it took them 31 years to win a league title between when they obviously 1990 and when they didn't win it eventually a couple of years ago. It took them 30 years. If we were to win the league this season, it would be effectively 18. It would be 18 years of agony ended just before the 19-year anniversary. I think that's the main thing that irks them, that them as a big club had to wait that long for over 3 decades to get their hands back on the league title. They've won other trophies in between. Don't get me wrong. Again, I say big club in buttons just take the piss here. But they think they have a divine right. It's like, no. Cycles and all that. And our cycle's coming, the bad cycle's coming to an end. The glorious cycle's coming back. And when you consider what we're going up against nowadays in terms of the state that is Man City, with their ownership, this would be, again, I was 6 days old in 89. So I don't really, obviously, I was 6 days old, but looking back, it's like, that's an achievement in itself, because that was going toe to toe with the biggest team in not just England but in the world in terms of Liverpool and their dominance in football in general. And did we want it again in 91, 98 again under Wenger, 2002, 2004, and a few weeks I made the comparison before that things. I made the comparison that if we were to win the league, you can draw certain similarities between this season and the season of 88-89 when it comes to Arsenal. Not 18 years, not really competing for a title from a last title win. Wasn't expected to do anything. Came out of nowhere. Have a young, vibrant team with a bit of experience in there. Hit the ground running. Boom. Come January, just after January, and all that, we having a bit of a dip. The rivals come back to being touching distance of us. They then had become favourites, and then we come back and do what we did. They are very, again, you can pick similarities out between so far. It's spooky, but if it happens, I am going to be I'm going to be so unbearable for you guys, the rivals. Oh my days! I'm going to lap every second of it up all summer. Arsenal. Hey, I can't help it. Okay, you know what? Let's do it now. I'm 34. Well, not nearly 34. I'm 33. I'll be 34 in May 20th. And I've seen my team win. Obviously, 6 days old. One of the FA Cup draws going underway. So let's see who we could have had. And only one person in the draw, and then Shearer. And there's no other. They've not picked another person out. But let's do the draw. Let's see the draw first, and then boom. Let's see Manchester United and Man City be kept away from each other. Man City are out first. Man City are out first, so they're at home. And watch them be kept away from Manchester United completely and given Grimsby. Burnley. Ooh. Vincent Kompany going back to Man City with Burnley. So that's Burnley out. Fuck, don't give Man United a cup double, for fuck's sake. Manchester United are out now. So Man United at home, shocker. Give them Brighton. Give them a test, please. Oh, for fuck's sake. Manchester United versus Fulham in the quarterfinal. So that's Man United and Man City through to the semis. Brighton are out next. And they can get Grimsby, Blackburn, or Sheffield United. Grimsby. Brighton versus Grimsby. So Brighton will be red hot favourites for their first FA Cup semi-final in God knows how long. I actually can't remember the Arsenal. Probably forgotten. They probably got the reasons, but I've forgotten. Sheffield United at home to Blackburn. Ooh, bit of a northern feel there. But yeah, you know what? Let's go through the old the trophies that have been won under Arsenal since I've been born. 6 days old, league champions. 2 years later, 91, league champions. 93, FA Cup and League Cup double. That's 4. European Cup Winners' Cup, 5. 98, the 98 Premier League. 98 FA Cup. Then the 2002 League. The 2002 FA Cup. 2003 FA Cup. That's 10 there. Okay, now 2004 League. That's 11. 2005 FA Cup. That's 12. Can you just count there? Bloody hell. And then 14 for 2014 FA Cup. 13. 2015, 14 trophies. 2017, 15 trophies. 2020, 16 trophies, and we could be on course for a 17th this season, be it Europa or Premier League, or both. Could have a 17th or 18th and 18th trophy lift in my lifetime. Now compare that time frame with Tottenham. FA Cup, 1. League Cup. No, I'd rather be. Oh dear. That's something else I support them, I suppose. And people, not as many as Celtic. Let's be honest. Again, there's not much of a challenge when it comes to fucking SPL, is there? It's either them or Rangers up in the old trophies in Scotland. It'd be SPL and the Scottish FA Cup and League Cup, respectively. Very, very rarely, once in a blue moon, and that's a team outside of the old firm wins one of the domestic cups. It must be. It must be. But at least I'm not one of them. I find it hilarious that even though Ericsson died, came back to life and still managed to win a trophy before game. I saw that being mentioned on Twitter. Like someone posted it on, I think it's Twitter, Instagram, one or two. Someone grabbed it and then just put it all over the place. And yeah, someone said that literally since Ericsson left Tottenham, he's won the Serie A, died, come back to life, come back to play for two other clubs in terms of Brentford and now Manchester United, and got his hand on an actual trophy in England, a trophy in England at Wembley as well, and Tottenham still ain't won nothing in the meantime. Oh dear! And this is the perfect ending to my night in terms of Tottenham being knocked out tonight. The perfect night for me. And again, Richarlison scoring. Oh my God, what a fucking miss that was! The finishing now, showing little highlights of Richarlison and all that. Jesus, what a surprise! City both get home draws in the sixth. Of course, as soon as Tottenham got obviously knocked out, and I'm happy about that. But you knew because of that. It's like in the League Cup. As soon as City was knocked out, you knew Carabao, the sponsors, were going to do everything they could to keep Manchester United and Newcastle away from each other for a possible final between the two. And now there's literally, apart from Manchester United and Manchester United and Man City in the FA Cup, there's no one else in the FA Cup. Big name-wise, Chelsea got knocked out. We were knocked out by City. Tottenham has been knocked out by Sheffield United. At least we went out a bit around earlier, but at least we got knocked out by a decent fucking club. Warm balls, yeah. Just Stefan, you're spot on. And so yeah, there's no way we was going to have Man City. Well, Brighton are still in the FA Cup. I think Brighton could be the third favourites, obviously, out of the lot that are left. With both Manchester clubs being the favourites. Man United because they've won the League Cup at the weekend. Had that bit of a nouse about them, basically. It's going to be Manchester United and Man City kept away from each other for a possible final. So even in the semi-finals, they'll be on opposite side of the draw, potentially, in the hope they obviously both reach the final. So you've got Manchester Derby for a final at Wembley. Two big teams going toe to toe. Then there's the matter of the cup draw. Warm balls of the cold. Oh dear God. Anyway, but it's sad in that sense that they die. That we are of an age now where we know to an extent of at this stage of a tournament, if this is the situation of two big teams left, they're going to be kept apart for a potential final. It's sad that we know that they're doing that. It sort of takes that magic away. But you know what? Brighton have been the third favourites now. They've knocked Liverpool out as well, the holders. I don't want Man United winning the FA Cup. I really don't. And I can't have them now. Even if we won the league, if we do win the league, I can't have them winning the bloody FA Cup as well. And having a double going, oh, wait, you won the league, but we're in a cup double. Giving us back and forth on that all summer. No, you won the League Cup, be happy with it. Be interesting though. If it was the man, I think realistically, Man United fans would rather have Man City in the final over Brighton. If they had to pick out of Man City or Brighton, I think Brighton would give them more problems. Going by how Man City have been playing this season and their defensive inconsistency, so to say, and Pep being Pep. But it is what it is. I'll watch the final anyway. I can actually say now, FA Cup final, I will be doing a watch long for that because Tottenham might be involved in it. I'm not risking, as an Arsenal channel, Tottenham in the final and potentially lifting the trophy at the end of it. Thank God for that. But yeah, we've gone on a bit longer now because of all that than Pod originally planned in my head. Jesus. Especially with Arsenal and Chafsky winning. Well, Chafsky used to, but not going to be winning anymore for a while now. Well, you behaved to an extent. To an extent you behaved, and then you just went 8. You had a little rogue moments, and you just done it again, like, go rogue again. Oh dear. But yeah, in general, I'm going to wrap things up now. I'm done. Arsenal top of the league by 5 points. Tottenham ain't winning fuck all again this season. Good at Arsenal, better night, basically. And we'll be back again tomorrow, Friday, for the podcast in reaction to, obviously, the last 2 games and looking forward on to Saturday's game against Bournemouth. Then I'm back again on Saturday for a double stream in terms of we're doing the Arsenal versus Bournemouth stream going live at 2:30. Kick off at 3:00, but 2:30 we come in, go for the teams and all that jazz like we usually do. And then trying to think, my brain's got and then literally later on that night, no matter what happens in the our game and in Man City's game in general, I'll be back again around just about 10:15 on Saturday evening for the Match of the Day stream that we always do, or mostly do anyway. Sometimes I drop the ball, but anyway, we'll be doing that, going through reliving our game. Hopefully Newcastle can do us a favour. I can relive that again. Hopefully, touch wood. And all the other drama of the day in terms of Premier League action and all that as well. Keep an eye on our upcoming opponents, etc., etc. And then on Sunday, I'll be back with the Women's FA Continental League Cup final against Chelsea at Selhurst Park. I'm personally not looking forward to that myself in terms of it's a final. I'm excited to an extent. I won't win the final, like yay, but because it's Chelsea and Jonas is just pissing me off this season, it's just going to be one of them. If we win, fantastic. It'll be a massive shock. I'm going to be loving it, but I'm half expecting the worst to happen. But I'm holding out a little bit of hope. But we'll be covering that as well. I think that's a 3:00 kickoff. So again, about half. I'll double check that now actually, just to be honest. Even though I set the stream up already for that particular event on Sunday on the channel. I think that's me. There we go. It loads up. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, 3:00. So about 2:30, 2:45. We're going live for that on Sunday as well. Go through all the action on there. Turn this off. Go do my heading. And then, and then we're back on the following Monday for the podcast in reaction to Bournemouth and all that, and getting things back underway for that. And either Tuesday or the Wednesday next week, I'll be doing a quick half-hour preview with James Rowe for the, Europa League first leg away to Sporting Lisbon. And on a Thursday night, we will be doing another watch-along for the away leg against Lisbon. And then go from there, basically. Until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. If you are new to the channel, do subscribe, do smash that like button, do share the content around as much as you can. It does help the channel grow a lot faster and a lot quicker and a lot healthier. And if you want to become a member as well, all the details are going across the screen now. Membership prices are 99p or £2.99. They are the only 2 membership levels currently. They will never increase in price. It's a month-by-month thing, and I will be adding bits and pieces to the memberships for you guys to use to interact in the live chats as well, going forward as well over the next couple of days as well. Aside from that, see you later, guys. I'll see you tomorrow or Friday for the podcast. And until then, as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.